So I bought this tablecloth. It is 100% cotton. It has a woven little squares in. A couple of weeks ago. It is from a large chain of stores that sell textiles for the home here in Sweden, called Hemtex. I have a yellow dress made from a yellow one of these, but that one was slightly bigger, so that's a full-length dress. This is not that big, so after folding it in quarters, yes, full length sleeve, and it's just below the knee. So what I'm going to do is fold it, because I like right at the knee or ankle length. I don't want anything in there between. So I'm going to fold it again, then keeping one side longer. So that way when I cut it, I will have one bigger piece instead of two smaller pieces, so that I can make, I don't know, pockets or a hood or cuffs or collar, something. I think that's good. I realized I forgot to iron it, so I'm going to do that now. So what I did to this tablecloth was I unpicked the seam. This one had hem all the way around. So I unpicked that and I washed it, and then it dried and I just ironed it, and it still won't fold up nicely. If you can see this, it just won't. I mean, I folded it 4 times. It just won't. But the important part still is this area, shoulder and the sleeve. So that's where you want to make sure it lines up really nice. And in this fold here, you want to feel both edges right on the edge, so that you won't get that one of the folds is some ways away from the other fold. You don't want that. So that's the important part, right? So obviously something knee length. I'm thinking puffy sleeves. I'm really into puffy sleeves. So puffy sleeves and as full a skirt as I can, actually. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this this checkered dress again. Made this from the yellow one. but this one has a longer sleeve on it already. So we just line up the shoulder area, and of course we want it to go all the way out to the center front. And then down and then up. This can be quite fiddly. So now that it's on here, I'm having second thoughts about the as full as I can part of the skirt, because that would be out to here. And actually I did that a couple of dresses ago, or even though that was there was so much fabric, right? And that created a strange fold up here, and that didn't work. So I've redone that dress since, because it just didn't work. So I'm thinking these lines, I mean, I love this dress. This is also a tablecloth. Well, it used to be 100% cotton. See, sewn in the tape. Anyway, it's on here. I'm gonna cut. So I'm gonna start down here. And because I folded it like I did, I'm going to follow this line here. I can feel it under here. Starts to separate around here. So just where I'm supposed to curve up anyway. So we fold that out of the way and just don't forget seam allowance. So for the sleeve area, I'm thinking I want really big puffy sleeves. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to follow this line out, and then I probably have to piece in a piece over here. But you know, I have some more. It's cut. So now what I want to do is iron in this crease here because I need to know where the center front and the center back is to make the neckline. So the creases are in. I folded it the other way. So the sleeves are here, and this is the front and back. Now, at this point, every side is the same as its opposite. So there's no front or back, and there's no left or right or anything. So, well, I have my square neckline because I like the square neckline a lot. So we line this up along the edge and right along the crease. That would be the shoulder seam, essentially, if there was one. There. And where are my scissors? A heavy thing. So we line it up. A heavy thing. And cut. And of course, there are several different ways you can finish a neckline, with a bias tape or with a little rolled hem or with what are they called? Never mind. Anyway, you finish your neckline the way you want. I tend to make a little rolled hem by hand while watching TV, or bias tape, either so that you can see it like I did on the coat, or the other way when you use it to fold everything under. It's very nice and neat. Haven't decided how to do that on this yet. So this could be a pocket or whatever. So I'm going to make my little rolled hem on the sofa. So I finished the neckline in front of the TV last night, looking very neat. It's really time for the sleeves, because it's very much easier to I think I need more coffee, to piece the sleeve while it's still a flat piece. And so when you do a puffy sleeve with an elastic, or like here with a little stretchy cuff, you need a longer sleeve. So this is the first puffy sleeve I made. You can see there's the armhole. And when I tried this without the elastic, it's the perfect length. I mean, right about the end, base of the thumb, sorry. But with the elastic in, it's just too short. It ends up here, and it's quite awkward. I've been meaning to piece in another piece on this one, but I have learned from my mistakes. Like I said, I have learned from my mistakes and made a dress with the perfect length, puffy sleeve that puffs up and sits nicely right here, and it looks puffy and everything. It's perfect, really. And you can see there, missing quite a bit. What is that? 15 centimeters or something. So we have these pieces that we cut off. And I'm thinking we can use this. With a straighter part down here, because we do need seam allowance. Maybe it's a bit much. But if I use this, there's just awkward pieces left. So we need two pieces, obviously, because we have two sleeves. So if we do this, yeah, it's not perfect, but it will make a nice piece. So we fold this out of the way, and so this is essentially the piece we cut off the bottom, and then it extends up to the side there. So if we line up the side and the other side, and then again, that won't line up, of course. I'm thinking there, maybe so, and so what did we said here? We need, I need for my sleeves, that is 14 centimeters plus 1 on this side, no, plus 2 on that side, because we fold one in, and we need another one for the seam allowance. So that's 15, 16, because I do like it with the elastic on. So I need, is it 5 millimeters for the elastic? So we're turning in 1 centimeter. So that means we need 17 centimeters. Right. I always use pencil to draw my fabrics because it disappears in the wash. So we measure out 17 centimeters. And yes, I'm going to utilize this edge that's already been serged. If you don't have a serger, obviously zigzag. And also, am I the only one who makes these funny faces? I've been watching my videos and I'm speechless. Why do I do that? Why do I do that? And also, am I the only one who makes those concentrated faces while sewing? It's stupid. So now we have this one long strip. And we need 2 strips, but as always, I want to make sure the pieces that are left over are as big as possible. So I'm trying to line this up because I know both sides are the same. So I line it up along the one sleeve with the, easier for you to see, like this. Yes, and that's not straight. I do it that way. Yes. Because it's not a bad thing that it's narrower out here where I would probably put the elastic then. It's not a bad thing. So I cut this off right here. And then we put it on here. Try to make sure we have 2 fairly identical pieces. And a good size chunk of fabric left. So these are the 2 pieces we're going to use onto here. Get this one out of the way. And now we have to decide actually which side we want to be the outside. I made a choice a while ago to have the folded edge on the inside, and didn't have any matching thread that wouldn't be visible. So I used a purple one, but I have these flowers that I've been waiting to use, and I'm thinking I'm going to add these to the neckline all the way around to cover up those stitches. And I was thinking these wider flowers, I could maybe add them to the hem, but it's not enough. We do have the opportunity to put something on this this seam on the sleeve. We'll see how far I get with these. But you know, if you do use a matching thread that won't be seen, no need to cover it up. And also, it's really only visible if you get close. Anyway, so we unfold it and put the right side up. So this is the right side, the sleeve all unfolded, and we get our pieces. And just, I mean, I can't see any difference between the both sides on this fabric either. So just turn it up, a couple of pins, sew that on both sides, obviously, and I'll get back to you. So obviously I sewed the piece on to the sleeve, I pressed it, top stitched, and then I sewed it the sides together so that it is now a dress. I will press the side seams and top stitch that down. So I did the top stitching, and now it's on to hems. So the hem for the sleeve, 1.5 centimeters to be able to fit that elastic in. And I'm thinking the narrowest hem possible. Actually just serge and fold that up and sew that down. I think that will make it long enough and not too long or too short, just perfect. So I finished the dress, obviously. Big, puffy. This almost looks like cartridge pleating. Anyway, Took a few hours, quite many hours actually, but I'm really happy with it. Knee length, just perfect. And I sewed in the tag from the tablecloth, and I found this scarf in my extensive scarf collection. I got it from a friend a couple of years ago. How perfect is this? I mean, flowers, it's green, it's see-through, it's just gorgeous. And also, I made this jacket in November, December. How nice is this? Huh? Plenty of room for the big puffy sleeves. Colors matching. Obviously, so I think that's it. I have nothing more to tell you about the making of this dress. If you have questions, feel free to ask them and I'll answer.